Yo, what is up, guys? The day has come. I know that so many of you guys have been highly anticipating this big stream today, and I must tell you, I have as well. I've been just looking forward to this stream to really just getting this thing off my hands because it's been surprisingly difficult to get rid of this thing. But yes, the Switch 2 giveaway is today. But before we get straight into it, I do want to kind of tell an interesting story because you guys might wonder why it's taken so long to even get to this point. If you go back to my channel and you see when I actually originally announced this giveaway and then when I said that I was doing it, it's a little while before today. You know, and I wouldn't blame you guys for wondering why that is. This was announced a little while ago, and in fact, it was supposed to happen a little while ago. If you view here the actual video where I said I gave away a Switch 2, well, you may notice that it was a number of days ago. It was July 16th. We're on August 8th as I'm recording this, streaming this right now. And I am just now giving it away. What happened? What caused this to be so delayed? Well, as you can see here, I'm doing the giveaway, of course, and everything looks like it's going perfectly fine, right? You know, I'm saying how I'm gonna do it. This guy won the Switch 2. It's so exciting, right? That should be the end of the story, right? Because now we've got the winner, and we can see who actually got the console. And happily ever after, I send them the Switch 2, and we're good to go. You know, here's the guy, so surely we can just give it to him. It's not that simple. So, as you will begin to hear as I kind of regale this tale to you, things were not necessarily as smooth as how you may expect for them to have gone. And truthfully, this isn't the story of how I easily gave away a Switch 2, but rather the story of how I almost got scammed out of a Nintendo Switch 2. So, you know, be sure to strap in because this is kind of a wild story with a lot of twists and turns. And when I was going through this initially, I gotta be honest, this is one of the most jaw-dropping situations I've ever experienced in my life. So look, I knew that since I was doing this live, I was going to experience a number of issues. That wasn't something that was like gonna catch me off guard. I knew that issues would take place, and believe me, they did. Day that you all have been waiting for. But audio issues aside, there was a lot that went really smoothly. The audio really got sorted out pretty quick, and then I was just able to, you know, give away the console. Everything went smooth, right? I picked this guy, David Rabbit 10, aka Sacred, and I just finished the stream happily ever after. Well, once the stream finishes, I go about my day, and by that I mean I record the intro section to the stream, or to the actual video that I made of the stream. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was this intro section where I'm doing like the workouts with the Switch, and you know, I'm doing the push-ups, I'm doing the lifting. So I had to record this after, you know, so Oriful, right? I had to record this so that I could get that video out same day. I needed to get it out super quick like that because I knew how people are. People want to see it right away. So I'm like, let me record this section, boom, edit the stream down, put that in there, and that'll be a good video. People will be satisfied with that. And it ended up working out, right? I record that portion, I finish up. I'm so exhausted. This is July 16th. So at this point, I'm like, okay, let me just, you know, what the heck? Let me just check out the account of this guy who's the winner. And let me just, like, subscribe to his channel so that I can be sure to find him later when I'm actually contacting him about the giveaway. I go over to his channel, and here it is. I subscribe to it, and I also comment on his most recent video. It was an Elden Ring video where he's like fighting these bosses. You can hear like, you know, laughing in the background, ja ja ja. And, you know, it's just a fun little video. I just comment on it like, hey, you know, you are the lucky winner of the Switch 2, sponsored by me, Mohammed. and you are now a Switch 2 owner. So it's exciting, right? I'm super happy to be giving it to this guy. I'm thinking he's going to be super happy to be getting it. It's just a great situation all around. But some things start to go awry. So initially, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I announced this giveaway, I had said that my birthday was coming up. So as a gift to you guys, I would be actually giving you guys a free Nintendo Switch 2. And that's originally how this all came to be. So essentially, that meant that my birthday party was coming up. And it was actually the next day after this giveaway, July 17th, my birthday party was going to happen. So I go to bed that night, I wake up in the morning super early so that I can hang out with my friends early that morning. And I'm so tired, but I'm excited also because it's my birthday party day. And well, let's say I'm extra tired because I was up very late that night setting up and preparing things for the Discord. And I want to give a huge shout out to a member of the Discord, a moderator, Fasty, for all the work that they have done on the server. And I'm just so grateful for all the work they've done on there for free. So be sure if you see them, send them some love because, you know, I've just learned so much about Discord and they set up pretty much the whole server. So remember, I commented on this guy's video. Well, the next day, you know, when I'm on my birthday party, I'm hanging out with my friends, we're going to a theme park. So on the car ride there, I'm like, you know what? Let me check the guy's channel, go to the comments, just to, you know, see if he's responded to my comment, right? That makes sense. To see like, oh, did you claim it or what's going on? What's weird is I go to this guy's comment section on his most recent video, the Elden Ring one. The comments are all gone. There's nothing there. There's no comments. It's empty. It's literally empty. And to be fair, it was pretty empty even before I commented. There was no comments before. I was the first comment on the video. But now, even my comment's not there anymore. So it's back to being empty. And I'm like, where did mine go? So I'm like, okay, that's weird. But I start to kind of gaslight myself into thinking, you know what? Maybe I never commented and I just made that up in my head. So I was like, okay, let me try again. So I comment again during this car ride. I just comment again like, hey, be sure to claim, you know, this Switch 2 if you want it. I gave him a link to my Discord on how to contact me. And I was just really trying to make sure, like, I did actually comment on the guys. And I screenshotted it so I remember. Okay? Well, then, what's weird is I go on to, you know, hang out with my friends the whole day. Then at night, I'm so tired. So I pretty much go straight to bed. But what's interesting, before I went to bed, I did actually go on to read a DM that I would go on to get on Twitter, on my Twitter. Be sure to follow that at MohammedSSV. But this message was quite peculiar. It would go on to say, "Hi, thank you again and much respect. I appreciate your kindness, 100 emoji. And congrats on reaching 1.36k plus subscribers. I enjoy watching your Nintendo, gaming, and live streams content, fire emoji. Just let me know when you see this message. Bell." So, after reading this, I was like, that's kind of a weird message. But, okay, maybe he just is a bit of a unique guy. I really don't want to just talk to any person on Twitter. Even though he does have the same name and profile picture as the other guy, I wanted to make sure that it came from the YouTube account because anybody could technically change their profile or their name. So I just want to make sure it's the exact same. So in my messages with this guy, I ended up talking to him on Discord instead of Twitter. And I said to him, you know what? If you are the actual guy, could you go on to pin my comment here on your channel? I commented on his channel and I said, pin this so that I can give you the Switch. Because what's weird is, as you can see right here on the bottom, it says no comments yet. So again, on this guy's channel, it erased my comment. I don't know if he's deleting it or what's going on, but my comments aren't there each time I go back to check it again. And this is really confusing to me. And you gotta think too, this is after my birthday party. I go to bed that night. I wake up it's July 18th now. So it's my actual birthday. During the day, I, hang out with my family. And then at night, I attempt, at least, to record this video where it's supposed to be me versus my viewers. It's going to be, are my viewers better than me at Super Smash Bros? And really, it's a cool concept. Only problem is, after recording it for 2 hours, the file corrupted. So if you are a viewer and you really want to play against me in Smash or be in a video, you still have a chance. So be sure to join the Discord and message me, because I'm gonna have to re-record that. But anyways, I finished recording that and I'm so depressed because, again, this guy still hasn't responded to me and my whole video just got corrupted. And I really have to record a video pretty soon because I'm about to go on a trip for 2 weeks and I want to be able to still put stuff out so people aren't, just mad at me that I'm not putting anything out. So I was like, okay, I really quickly recorded that video that I most recently put out, which was the ChatGPT quiz video, and I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out for like how kind of last minute I recorded it. I tell the guy, again, remember, I told the guy to pin my comment. He says he can't do it. First he says, oh, I'll do it right as I get home. I'm reading this at dinner. He says he'll do it right as he gets home from work. Okay, I feel kind of bad for him. I'm pushing this guy, but he's at work right now. He's busy. He's at work. So, but then he's like, I can't do it. Your comments keep disappearing. Sir, why are they disappearing? You're right, they are. Why is that happening? I've never seen that ever happen in my whole life, ever. Comments don't just usually disappear, sir. What are you doing to cause that to happen? It's just so weird to me. But whatever. Maybe this guy just has a case of the disappearing comments. I'm not going to judge him for it. So I'm like, okay, let's not do that then. How about you don't pin my comment? We'll find a new solution. So I tell him, okay, comment on my channel then. If you can't do anything where, you pin my comment, because I keep telling him, okay, reply to my comment, pin my comment, comment on your own video. He's like, nope, my comment section doesn't work, everything disappears. Okay, buddy, then just comment on my channel. It shouldn't be this hard for me to give things to you. So comment on my channel if you're the real guy. Well, guess what? Surely enough, he comments on my channel. And I mean, if you look at the account, David Rabbit 10 Sacred, this is looking pretty much identical, right? You got my comment, bro? 100 emoji, 100 emoji. So I'm like, okay, wait, this is the guy, right? But there's a couple things that are a little off about this and have a couple alarms going off in my head where I'm like, is this the guy? There's something a bit weird here. So first of all, I click the account. Sacred at David Rabbit 10 is the username, and at David Rabbit 10 is the handle. So that's a little weird because the other guy did have at David Rabbit 10 as the handle, but the name was Sacred. It was just Sacred. Not this part. Again, this was the actual winner's account. You see? Sacred was the username, the handle, at David Rabbit 10. Also, look, he has 183 videos and 184 subscribers because I was his 184th. So before I subscribed to this guy, he had 183 and 183, which is kind of weird, but that's a good thing to remember when looking at this other guy. Because look, this guy, it says no subscribers. That's weird. Also remember, earlier I said I had subscribed to the guy's account so I could remember him, but here it says subscribe, which means I'm not currently subscribed. Another thing interesting to note about this account is here on the actual Sacred account, the one that won the giveaway, as you can see, the name is Sacred. But what's even more interesting is, look when this account was made, 2007, right? That's the year after I was born. Like, this guy made his account a long time ago, okay? But now this guy who's messaging me, look when his account was made. Huh? 16 years later? Like, this guy made his account 16 years later. Huh? So that's a little weird to me. Yeah, it's just weird. And this guy, on his account, there's no videos. Even though it says 183 videos, that's cap. If you go to the account, there are no videos. Like, there are actually, you can't view any videos. The other guy, you can actually see a ton of videos. This one, they must all be private or something. So, just there's some little things about this account that are odd. And again, I'm trying to be as empathetic as possible because there's a good chance this guy actually is the winner. I'm thinking, okay, maybe his account is just like the other one's his PC account and this is his mobile account or something. And I really don't want to be rude to this guy if he did actually win and I feel bad. And you got to think, right? He's telling me he's busy with work, all this stuff. So I'm just trying to be, you know, as kind as possible and as empathetic as possible to help this guy to get what he rightfully deserves if it is him. So I was like this close to just being like, okay, I'll give it to him. I was literally about to give it to him. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just check his Twitter that he has linked really quick. And what I found may shock you. So I go over to the Twitter, and mind you, the other David Rabbit 10 did have a Twitter linked as well, but these are two different Twitters. So the one who I know for a fact that channel won the giveaway, it's everything in Spanish on the Twitter, which makes sense. Everything is in Spanish on his YouTube as well. This guy's clearly a Spanish speaker, and you know, even his Twitter account says he lives in Baja California, which is like right on the border of Mexico, I believe. The other guy, though, all of his posts are in English. So if this is his mobile account, maybe he just has an English account and a Spanish-speaking account. I don't know. But here's what's weird. Look at this. So this is the guy who's saying he is the winner and wasn't using the account that I said won. And what's interesting about this is, as you can see here, he's posting about a 4 terabyte SD card for the Xbox Series X in the UK. So I'm like, wait, in the UK? Like, I thought you live in Mexico. But even still, I'm not doubting this guy because I'm like, okay, wait. Maybe he just has a house in Mexico and a house in the UK. You know, I'm really trying my best to defend this guy because I really don't want to scam somebody. Look at this. So I keep scrolling back in his Twitter just because I'm like, you know, what the heck? Let me just keep checking it out. Maybe he'll show that he actually does live in Mexico and he's just is visiting the UK or something. Uh-oh, look what I find. This message to a completely different guy than me from 2023, and he says this: "Thank you again and much respect. I appreciate your kindness, 100 emoji, and congrats on reaching 111 plus subs. I will enjoy watching your EA FC 24 content, fire emoji. Just shoot me a direct message." And then he even finishes with the same bell. I'm just like, wait, what? Like, he sent this message to a different guy 2 years ago? Dog, it gets so much weirder. Because look at this. So, I'm looking at this, right? And I'm like, wait, what? So I just keep scrolling back on this guy's Twitter. And, uh-oh. What? This is to a completely different person. He goes on to say, "Hi, thank you again and much respect. I appreciate your kindness, 100
This is
emoji,
months
and congrats
before.
on reaching 100
Thank you,
again and much respect. I appreciate your kindness, 100
He
emoji,
even did a
and
Christmas
congrats on reaching
oriented
177
bell.
plus
In the bell. Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
So anyways, if you haven't figured it out yet, this guy's a complete fraud and a scammer. This guy did not win the Switch 2 giveaway. This guy is not David Rabbit 10. And I don't know who this guy is. You know, shout out to him, whoever you actually are, because you almost got me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, you almost got me. If you're curious who that guy actually was, here's him after he switched his profile picture and name back because he realized he was not getting the Switch 2. And, you know, it is just gold to see him kind of stumble back in his tracks after realizing his scam didn't work. He wasn't even the only guy to try to scam me. The day of the giveaway, there was somebody in the comment section of the actual giveaway stream claiming to be the real Sacred, and he was, you know, he kept saying that he was the sacred that everybody was looking for, and then you guys, actually, the community, exposed him for being a fraud, and he came clean. I remember the day the giveaway concluded, the Discord just started getting flooded with people named Sacred. So, you know, I'm just glad that we were able to find out that it was a scam and now give it to somebody who's actually deserving. And yeah, I mean, we're so close to 1,400 subscribers. We'll probably hit it on this video, to be honest, because at the time of me doing the stream, we're only 2 subscribers away. It's crazy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support recently. Things have been so fun, and I'm really enjoying everything about content. I'm loving the streams. The streams will be more and more frequent, I feel like. So if you guys like these, I actually have created a second channel called Muhammad Live. On there, I will be putting, you know, the highlights of my streams and story times and things like this, game sessions, and if you guys like that kind of content, I will be putting it on that channel. I have actually posted this video onto that channel as well. And yeah, just be sure to drop a subscribe if you're into that kind of thing. And thank you guys. Let's just get into the actual giveaway. Wow, just over 100 people here. This is crazy. This is really my first stream too, which is wild. Again, please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, because we're so close to 1,400. Literally 5 subscribers away. They're going. The balls are going. All right, root for your balls, guys. Oh, there's some going. There's some going. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, somebody. Oh, GG's to that guy. Oh, he dropped back down. Okay, he's back, I think. All right. Oh, wow. I don't know what just happened there. There goes some more people. Some people are getting far away from the pack. People are going ahead. All right, there's some getting stuck over there. This guy is taking a good lead. I can barely even catch up to him. All right. Some people are getting close here. I don't know what happens if you go off, if you can keep going. I feel like maybe it just sends you back a little bit. Oh, a lot of people are stuck in this little area. Some people are still going here. Oh, somebody is really close. Let's see, I think this guy's got it. Is Harmonique 489 the winner? I think it might be him or her. Harmonique 489. You won. Yep, yes way. I see you in the chat. No way. You won it, bro. Shout out everybody else. This was a great little segment. Some people are still going. Some people are far back. Like, shout out this guy, bro. That guy's just doing his own thing. Somebody said disappointed in my ball. I'm sorry, bro. Like, your ball sucks, bro. But hey. But shout out to Harmonique. You are the winner. You should be pretty excited about this moment because you just won a free Nintendo Switch 2 for free. And did I mention it's free? I highly doubt this will be my last ever giveaway, I'm gonna be honest. It's just too fun to do, you know? Yeah, thank you guys all so much, and see ya.